Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Retro Bar. I'm Jeremy and this is my makeshift bar for the week. Doing a folding table with a sheet on it. You might be thinking, hey, there's no computer out. Are we just doing drinks now? No. This week I'm going to be doing a kind of a show and tell for a bunch of computers that were donated to me very, very generously, and then also doing an unboxing. So everything is down and out of sight right now because first we need to make ourselves a drink. So for the drink this week, we're going to be making an autumn apple pie cocktail. We're going to need 1 fluid ounce vanilla flavored vodka, 1 fluid ounce cinnamon whiskey, 1/4 fluid ounce lemon juice, ice cubes, a 1/2 cup chilled sparkling apple cider, and 1 dash cardamom bitters. We're going to take our shaker glass here and we're going to combine 1 ounce of vanilla flavored vodka and 1 ounce cinnamon whiskey, 1/4 ounce lemon juice, put in some ice. And we're going to strain that into a glass. And we're going to add 1/2 cup sparkling apple cider. Throw some bitters on it. Stir. And just for fun, I've added a cinnamon stick. This looks like the perfect autumn drink. Cheers. Let's check out some stuff. So let's just get into it. So first of all, this first group of things that are not boxed has actually been donated to me by a guy named Scott who runs a local business, and he doesn't like to send his computers to recyclers, and he knows that I collect them, and so he tends to call me up and say, hey, I have this old stuff, do you want it? And donates it to me. It's super generous and I love it and I'm really excited. And yeah, so let's take a look at some of the things that he gave me this time. So our first thing is this Samsung LCD monitor, SyncMaster 710N, and it looks like it's just a VGA LCD monitor, but still very cool and very useful. Got this very yellowed Apple USB keyboard. You can tell how much yellowed because there's the back, and that's the color that it was, and that's the color that it is. That's pretty crazy. This is so weird to me because this is the era that I came to Macs in, and this is the keyboard that I had on my first iMac G4, and they just don't seem like they're old enough to be in this condition, but not true. Got the newer white USB keyboard from Apple. This has the 2 USB ports on the back, and clearly not as yellowed as our first specimen here. Of course, to go with those, we got this Macally Ice Mini mouse, which is just a really tiny little guy, probably a laptop mouse. And then we've got an Apple Ball mouse, which of course, left and right, up and down, gets notoriously dirty. And I think this was the last mouse that I used before I switched to a trackpad as my main driver. All right, now let's get into some of the machines. So first up, we've got this Mac Mini, model number A1176. And I think he said these are all Core 2 Duos. Had to go grab an adapter, but go ahead and see this guy powers on. I did promise him that I was going to wipe the drives of all of these machines, and typically I take the hard drives out anyway and replace them with solid state because spinning hard drives are going to fail. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, it's already booting up. And excellent. Oh, boots right into FileMaker. Very cool. I'm not going to take too long to explore the machine, but we do know that it works, and that's awesome. So, go ahead and shut that guy down. I think he actually used these to run his cash register at his business, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool that a business was still using Macs to do that. So, all right, next up. Looks like we've got another Mac Mini. This is a 2 gigahertz with 1 gig of RAM and 120 gig hard drive. I'm just gonna pop everything from this over to, oh, need another video adapter. I think this is the mini, I can't remember if this is the mini DVI or mini VGA. So we'll pop the power up and that up, power this guy on, see what we get. It's like the same thing. Launches into FileMaker Pro. Very cool. So it looks like that guy was also used as a register. All right, next up, another Mac Mini. 1.66 256, so the same as that first one. Looks like this guy works as well, and doesn't look like it auto boots into anything. It's just comes up. This might have been like more of a office machine. Yeah, it says receiving computer. So that's it for these Mac Minis that Scott donated to me. If you guys have any ideas of what I could do with these, I'd welcome them. I used to want to do kind of like a big wall art piece using a bunch of Mac Minis. I don't know that I need to now. We have Raspberry Pis that can handle that and use a lot less power. I like to preserve these machines, but yeah. Anyway, any suggestions or ideas of what to do with these guys is welcome. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep them and put SSDs in them and use them for whatever I use any of these machines for. All right, so next up, these guys. 17-inch iMac. And power that on. I actually have very few of these machines that are working because these had the notoriously bad overheating issues. And I guess a lot of those were the G5s actually, but the Intels, I still have a couple that all have issues. So this will be good to have a couple of these iMacs. But yeah, very cool. A couple more things left from Scott. Another 17-inch iMac. Again, we're just gonna test this guy to see if he works. It's a good sound. Very cool. Guy boots right up. So that is it for computers from Scott, which is a ton, and I'm very, very grateful for these 5 machines, plus keyboards, plus this monitor. It's very cool, but there's a couple more miscellaneous things and one amazing thing that I'm so excited to show everybody. So one of these that I could use, or could be very useful, is just a VGA USB KVM. He also gave me a external DVD drive. But the most exciting thing of this whole group of devices is this. Are you ready for this? I'm so excited about this. It is this giant kid's keyboard. These buttons are so big. It's so crazy. I love it. I don't know. I've never seen one of these before. I think this is crazy. Obviously, it's a membrane keyboard, but it's so giant. I just love the absurdity of the size of it. I mean, it doesn't have the number pad, so it's not so much bigger than a regular keyboard, but the keys are so much bigger than regular keyboard keys. It's amazing. I love this. Thank you, Scott, for giving these to me, and especially that giant, awesome keyboard. I love it so much. All right, so now on to the things that I purchased. First up is this box from the Netherlands. We'll go ahead and open that up. Let's see what's inside. Yes. So this is the GC Loader. If you're not familiar, the GC Loader is a GameCube disc emulator. It replaces the mini disk drive with an SD card and allows you to put ROMs of all your backed up games on it and then just switch between those in a menu system without having to put discs in. So that's pretty exciting. I will probably show that in a future video. Also, how classy is it that they give you the GameBit driver? That's pretty cool. All right. Next up is this, which is pretty exciting. This is from Fangamer, and if you're familiar with them, you might have an idea of what it is. Oh wow, double boxed. Got the packaging and then a box package. So what this is a big box version of, or I should say medium big box version of a game that was digital only. So kind of giving you that look and feel of having bought the device or the game. And this one's Stardew Valley. So it's pretty cool to have a box copy of Stardew Valley. Of course, it comes with all kinds of like weird little pop-ups, cutouts, stickers, things like that. But yeah, I just like box copies of games, and that is awesome. And then of course they have all this extra stuff. Looks like a little catalog of things that they sell. And like an art print here. And what do we got here? Oh, a poster. So many physical things. Got a Stardew Valley poster and a sticker. So that's pretty great. And now the penultimate and half the reason for the recipe pick this week. This is so exciting. Let's see here. Oh, let's flip it both side up, right side up. It is the Raspberry Pi 400. This is just so fun to me. I love the Raspberry Pi. I love using it as a computer. I actually have one in my workshop. I just use to have web pages open or instructions or videos or whatever. It's very cool. This is the full computer kit. So this has the power supply and the mouse, as well as the Raspberry Pi 400, which is just so cool because it's just reminiscent of these machines back here. I don't know if you can see over my side here, but like the TI-99 or a Tandy Wedge computers or a Commodore 64. I just love the style and design that they decided to put the whole computer in a keyboard, and it's just really fun and cool. So when I planned this video, I didn't know this was coming. This last thing, I was very excited that it came in. It's been a long time coming, and I don't actually know which thing it is. So if you can see by the tape on it, it's in hiragana and some kanji. Japan right now is not shipping to the US using postal service, but you can get things shipped very slowly via boat. So this, I think I bought in September. It is now November, and it just showed up. So I don't know which device this is, but I'm very excited about it. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Oh, man. Okay. I think I know which one this is. This is an MSX1 computer, but it's a really cool design, and also it came with a lot of this software, which I will not be able to translate. Oh, well, unless it says things in English like combat. So, got combat here. I got something 90. Looks like a baseball game. Honeybee Soft. It says ROM pack for the MSX. Looks like some sort of card or dice or mahjong type game. And this thing, which also looks to be another mahjong card tile type game. Cosmic Epsilon. Okay, now, the reason I got this computer is because it is one of the rare MSX machines that has a separate keyboard to the CPU. So this is it's a National. Looks like keyboard's a little dinged up. Hopefully I can get it to work. We've got a full keyboard here. Ooh, okay. And here we go. It is a National CF3000 MSX machine. And it looks like a VCR. And that's half the reason why I wanted to get this machine. And it appears to be pretty scratchy up top. But I love that the cartridges go in the front. That is the National CF3000 with all the fun games and software that it came with. I don't know if any of these are good games, but they're in very good condition. So, anyway, that was my donation and unboxing video. If you want to see more like this, let me know. If you're like, Jeremy, we don't want to watch you open your mail on YouTube, that's fair too. Let me know that as well. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode, and check you out next time. See ya.